guys, Stick Bow Fit Mama, and I'm going to go over a couple of reasons why you constantly might have your arrows dropping when you shoot. Now, the most common reason and something easy to fix is the stiffness of your arrow. You could be shooting too stiff of an arrow or potentially have too heavy of a tip on your arrow. That's definitely going to play a serious effect of how your arrow flies. And if you're shooting a far distance, so example, I have these amazing arrows. They're 400 grains. They shoot fantastic out of my bow, but the 200 grain tip at the end, I can definitely tell anything over 15 yards, they drop. So with that being said, if I know I'm shooting with those arrows, I just have to aim a little bit higher on a further distance knowing that they're going to drop. But that's kind of a little more advanced. You definitely want to start with arrows that are going to fly the best out of your arrow out of your bow as you're starting to learn. So we'll go over how to determine the best arrow for your bow in a different video. But today I want to get into technique. Now that's going to be one of the top reasons that you are going to have your arrows fly low. And what I mean by that is you have to think, if you're shooting like this, you want to keep your bow arm at whatever elevation it is based on what you're shooting the entire time. You don't want to drop your bow arm before your arrow has left the riser. Let me show you what I mean. So see how I immediately dropped my bow arm before my arrow had fully even released? What happened was it caused me to shoot low. And you have to think, when this is pulled back all the way, it's 53 pounds. I can't pull it back that way. You have to think, okay, so it's pulled back this far. Matter of it, yes, being seconds, milliseconds, that's a thing, it still plays a huge effect, okay? So if you are here, this is the elevation of your bow, and your arrow hits here, and now you start to drop, look at what happens to your arrow. It starts to point downward. So if you keep your bow straight the entire time, it's giving a nice flat riser for your arrow, heading where it needs to go. Again, if you drop your bow arm, you also drop your arrow. So I encourage you to see if you are keeping a nice, strong bow arm all the way through, a clean follow through, seeing your arrow hit the target, and then lower your bow. I really encourage you to give that a try and let me know in the comments if it works for you. Thank you guys.